Hello, Twin Flame Collective. This is Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, The Fire Within. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to do an update on your twin flame journey. This is for twin flames in separation. If you don't know what a twin flame is, I advise you to look into it. But basically, it is two people, a divine masculine and a divine feminine, who have the same soul blueprint. I'm just going to leave it at that, and you can do your own independent research on the topic. So I've already pulled some cards to get us started in the interest of time, because I don't want this video to be over 30 minutes. So I pulled energy for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the energy of the connection, and then we'll pull further clarifying cards. This is just a snapshot in time to see what's going on with your connection and what's happening with you independently and collectively. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. Okay, so let's get started here with the divine feminine energy. So for the divine feminine, we have the lunar queen, she of the celestial crescent. Okay, this is Lady Isis, Goddess Isis. She represents the divine feminine, the mother, the lunar queen. Okay, this card for you, divine feminines, this is very much about cycles. We know all about cycles. Our monthly cycle was with us, for a very long time. The ebb and the flow of life. The message here with this card for the divine feminines is about knowing when it's time to not force, not push, not try to make something happen, but to move more into a state of neutrality and allow and receive. And since this is in terms of your connection with your twin flame, who you are in separation from, this card, this message was very much about not trying to push or force or make something happen to suit you because you want it and you want it now. You think that too much time has already gone by and something should have happened by now. Things should have shifted and changed by now. But Spirit, the universe, is saying, well, this doesn't happen on your time. This happens in divine time. So there's a time for action. There's a time for pushing forward. There's a time for charging ahead and really getting in there and doing the work and exerting and making something happen. And then there's a time to pull it back, to become a little bit more passive, come into that state of neutrality, and just allow. Don't force, allow. Oops, I just need to change something on my laptop really quickly. Sorry about that, because I don't want the music to turn off. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. So this is about allowing, divine feminines, not forcing, not trying to make something happen before it's ready. Just let the universe, spirit, God, and divine timing do what it needs to do. Know the difference between the cycles of action and non-action. This is kind of the law of allowing, the law of receiving, the law of attraction. Okay, what if you are chasing, then your person becomes the runner. So don't chase. Be neutral. Allow things to come to you and allow the energy to flow freely. That's the message for you, divine feminines. Now for the divine masculines, they got this card, reassurance of the golden light. The divine masculines, they're going through a dark night of the soul. They're having a lot of karmic debt, coming up to the surface that they must acknowledge and face and deal with. The divine masculines have been ignoring, carpet sweeping, turning a blind eye, turning the other cheek, suppressing all sorts of things. Childhood wounding, family things, generational things, things from past relationships. They're going through a dark night. They're having a massive spiritual awakening at this time. And this is basically a card from Spirit, just kind of letting you know, the masculines know, Spirit is with them. Their spirit team is working with them. Guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestors are working with the masculines right now to help deal with this, because they're having to finally face their karma and balance it and deal with it, because the two of you are not going to be able to come into union until karma is balanced. Another way of saying that is until energy is balanced. The divine feminines are more spiritually evolved and more advanced for the most part with these connections. It's just the way it is. It's not a slight against the masculine collective. It's just how it goes. You know, there are some exceptions to that rule, for some highly advanced masculines, but for the most part, the divine feminines are leading the way, the trailblazers in these connections, and they've kind of forged the path, and they're kind of ahead further on down the road, and they're down the trail, down the path, and they're waiting for the masculines to catch up. So for a lot of you feminines, you've already kind of balanced your karma, balanced your energy, looked at childhood wounding and wounding from past relationships and things, and kind of dealt with it already. The masculines are just now getting there. They're just now going through this experience. They're just now having to face these things. And trust me, they've spent a whole lot of time trying not to deal with this stuff. But the universe is saying, you have to. You can only carpet sweep for so long. You can only put so much stuff under the rug before there's a giant pile of stuff underneath that rug. You can only ignore things for so long. So they're being faced with things that they have not wanted to face, and they're finally having to deal with it. And Spirit is working with them, trying to help them through this. So that is where the masculines are right now on this journey. And so this is why you're in separation, because the two of you are independently working on your own stuff that needs to be healed. The feminines have mainly mastered that, and now are working on their spiritual gifts and their life's purpose and their life's work and their mission and whatever it is they want to focus on in their life outside of this connection. And the masculines are finally like going deep and having to face this stuff. And it's really hard for them. They're having a really hard time with it because they've spent so much energy trying not to. But, you know, God's going to win every time, okay? And you guys can't be together until this karma, this energy gets balanced. Now, for the energy surrounding the connection, you have explore other realms. This card is very much a card of the hero's journey. It's a card of transformation. It's a card of faith and trust. It's a card really of transformation. The two of you have been transformed through this connection. It's a card of trusting the process, trusting the journey, trusting your connection, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. The masculine and the feminine go out on their hero's journey and they encounter tests, trials and tribulations, challenges. This is all to grow you, to stretch you, to expand you, to evolve you. And you each have to go on that journey separately, which is why you're not in union right now. This is kind of a rite of passage sort of thing that must happen before the two of you can come together. So that's what's going on right now. You're both on your individual journeys, and then you will make your way back to each other. A great deal of faith is required here because it's testing you. And right now I can say the feminines have largely gone through this testing period, and the masculines are just now going through it, which is why they got that card. Okay, you've already come out the other side and are this strong, powerful goddess energy, but now you need to kind of take a chill pill, pull it back, and not keep fighting and charging through, but relax your energy and just allow, flow like these calm waters back here. The masculines are gaining some wisdom because they're having their dark night of the soul, having to go deep within on this journey, which is why this faith is required, and spirit is working with the both of you to help you along on this process. But this is really about transformation. You're both separately being transformed so that you can grow into the people that you both need to be so you can come into union. It's really profound and deep. Twin flame connections are deep. They are not surface level. This person has the same soul blueprint as you. They have your soul. Now don't be confused, because I hear some readers telling people that it's one half of the same soul. The masculine has one half and the feminine has the other half. I don't believe that to be true, and I don't like it when people say that. You're not just walking around with half of a soul. That is ridiculous. You have your own complete soul. They have their own complete soul. It just so happens that your souls are the same. It's just like how a building has a blueprint. Your soul has a blueprint, and your counterpart has the same soul blueprint as you. Okay. So let's see how we're going to do this here. What's going on? I've already shuffled the deck, okay? What is going on with these twin flame connections? These twin flames in separation, what's going on here? What's happening? Just Spirit, give us an overview of where we are, where these connections are, what's going on with them. What do the collective that's watching this video, what do they need to know about this connection at this time? Twin flames in separation. Twin flames in separation, please. What do they need to know? Okay. Paths unknown. Everything's kind of at a standstill. Well, that's because you're on a spiritual journey, both of you. And the masculines are really going through a dark night of the soul. What's going on here with this twin flame separation? What does the collective need to know about this separation? What's happening with the connections? Balance is occurring. The Queen of Forces. Balance between the masculine and the feminine, the sun and the moon, the dark and the light, the left brain and the right brain. Balance is occurring. You both need to come into balance within yourselves and into alignment before you can come back together. The journey. You're on a twin flame journey, and it's a very long, tedious, arduous journey, and it is not for the faint of heart, but it truly is a journey. Look at this. Look at this imagery. Very, very similar. Reflection. This is moon energy, revealing all that has been buried and suppressed, hidden, shadow, secrets, finally being forced to look at it, specifically for the masculine. What's happening with these twin flame connections? Twin flames in separation. Spirit, what do you want them to know? Anything else? Any other cards? Master Hilarion. This is my personal guide. Hilarion was Paul the Apostle. And in his next incarnation, he became Hilarion, and that is when he ascended after that lifetime. He is a great and profound healer. So this coming out is telling me that great healing is occurring on an individual level, and which is going to lead to healing between the two of you. Deep, oh, I'm feeling this deeply. I'm almost ready to cry. Deep, profound soul healing. Anything else for these twin flames in separation? Anything else, please? All right. Yes. Number 14, initiation in the Count Saint Germain. Saint Germain is another ascended master, and some say that he was Joseph, Jesus's father. Saint Germain also lived on Atlantis as well. This is an initiation. Again, going back to this card, this is a card of the hero's journey, the hero's voyage, which is an initiation in and of itself. The masculine, the feminine, they go out and they face things. They go out through trials and tribulations and testing, and then they come back home wiser, evolved, forever changed. This is deep. This reading is deep. 2 more cards, please, for these twin flames. Two more cards for the twin flames. Well, this is beautiful. So we got the King of Forces. So divine masculine, divine feminine represented here. The King and Queen of Forces, which is the King and Queen of Cups. Cups are about emotions. Water elements. It's also about psychic and spiritual gifts. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, I mean, this is so perfect. The final card out is the Holy Trinity, will, wisdom, and mind. Fire and water represented. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. This is beautiful. This is your connection. Masculine, feminine, and then the connection in between. Wow. You guys, this is a deeply spiritual 5D reading. And so I know it's not going to resonate with most people, but the right people will find it. Wow. This is deep, profound healing occurring individually so that you can come together and have a beautiful, harmonious energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Oracle of Delphi. I believe that some communication is going to be happening soon, perhaps in the 3D, hopefully, but largely in the 5D, in your dreams, in the astral. You're communicating, speaking to each other. Yeah, because you're still preparing. You're still getting ready individually before you can come together collectively. This is really, really beautiful. And underneath that, balance, harmonious energy flow. This is why you're still in separation, but you are very much on a journey being tested. This is very testing. This is an initiation. This is the initiate's path. The twin flame journey is not for everyone. Not everyone is a twin flame. Period. Not everyone is a twin flame. And not everyone will walk this path. And this path is not for the faint of heart. But deep and profound healing is occurring here, you guys. Wow. Wow, this is just absolutely beautiful. Whew, I am feeling this energy so deeply. Wow. Okay. I've already shuffled this deck. Where is the connection right now, and where is it heading? Where is the connection right now, and where is it heading? Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Oh, God. Please, I claim it, Jesus. Something good's got to happen here for the collective. Oh my God. The phoenix rising, transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. After you go through this period of testing, this dark night of the soul, the journey, the trials and tribulations, the cycles, you are both reborn anew, and you both emerge as the people you need to be so you can come into union. Oh my God. final card. One more card for this connection. Oh, wow. I was not even expecting it to go this deep. And I haven't done a reading in over a month because I haven't felt the energy. I haven't felt called. And so this is my second reading of the day. I just uploaded Scorpio's reading. Energy of the connection. Where's it going? No worries. Watching the clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. And that's very much this energy that you got, Divine Feminine, about flowing and cycles, about passivity and being neutral, not trying to force things to happen, but the law of allowing. Just letting it flow. Let it flow. Do not try to manipulate the outcome. Do not try to make anything happen. It's going to happen in divine timing. Bottom of the deck, choosing your path. All is possible. All is possible. Wow. All right. I guess I'll just pull a couple tarot just to see if there are any final messages. But this is all very, very beautiful. I'll pull 3 cards for the feminine, 3 cards for the masculine, and 3 cards for the connection. And then we will wrap this up. Okay. Guardian angel spirit guides and love and light and in truth. 3 cards for the divine feminine. On this twin flame journey, we have the devil. You're releasing toxic patterns, toxic people, toxic things from your life. Three of Swords. You're releasing past hurts, past traumas, past things that have really damaged you. You're letting that go. Or some of you, you've already done that. And the others of you, you're in the process of doing that. Yep. You're open and ready for love. Knight of Cups. Devil, 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups. You are allowing, you are letting your Knight of Cups enter. Don't go chasing this Knight of Cups. Let him come to you. All right. 3 cards for the Divine Masculine, please. 3 cards for the Divine Masculine, please. What can you tell us about the Divine Masculine? Divine Masculine, working through that dark night of the soul, Wheel of Fortune. They're working through their stuff and then they're going to finally move on from it. You want them to do this because you can't progress and come into union with them until they work through it and release it. But in order to work through it, they have to acknowledge it first, and they are doing that. Divine Masculine, please. Divine Masculine. Yeah, they're working towards their happiness. They're coming out. They're working through this dark night of the soul so that they can come into this positive, happy, thriving energy. 9 of Cups. Yep, they're being born again. Judgment, resurrection, second chances. It's a rebirth. 3 cards for the energy of the connection. 8 of Wands. There's going to be communication coming, and there's going to be forward movement happening here between the 2 of you. Did I say 3 of Wands? 8 of Wands? I can't even, I'm so out of it right now. I'm like, I swear I'm like tapped into the 5D and I don't even know what I'm saying right now. 8 of Wands. Okay, so there is, oh, universe. 8 of Wands is swift acting, communication, passion, forward motion. It is happening, but then it's followed by the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So there is forward motion, there is progress, but it's slow and steady. Slow and steady. And slow and steady is better because things that are rushed tend to not work out. Seven of Wands, gaining a higher perspective. The 2 of you are overcoming challenges. You're overcoming obstacles in your individual lives, overcoming things, rising above and gaining a higher perspective and gaining control over your own lives. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Yep, you're working through all this stuff and starting over, starting fresh, starting brand new, being reborn. Beginning again. It's really beautiful energy. Yep. There's a little bit of a pause here, but you are working on, this is about working on yourself, as I've been saying throughout this whole reading, working on self individually so that you're ready for each other, so that you can come into union. You have to work out your stuff, both of you, so you can come together and have this happy, harmonious connection. But this is very profound and very beautiful. Yeah, Divine Feminines, I think you've already worked through this devil energy, 3 of Swords stuff, and you're really ready for love. But the message for you is just to allow it. Don't chase. Attract, allow, just be neutral, and it will come to you. Beautiful. Okay, Twin Flames, if this resonates, give it a like and a subscribe. Thank you.